Thank you for liking this video and subscribing so more people can see my weird art. Here's my review of these yellow paints. This first one here is Artist Loft Deep Yellow. This is like the cheapest, I think the cheapest paint you can get at Michael's. I believe Artist Loft is like Michael's cheapo brand. Anyway, it's kind of clear. I mean, yellow is already a difficult color to begin with because it's like I think the most translucent of all the paint colors. It's hard to get like a yellow to go solid over something. Artist Loft, this is like level 1. Okay, it's pretty translucent. It's thick. It dries quick. Artist level 2, that's this one. That was thick. I had to go back and forth to get it to show up down here. You'll see if you watch that little time-lapse part of the video. Anyway, cadmium yellow, blick, tube. See, all three of these are tube paints. And for me, like how I paint, I like to do long, quick swooshes. And for all three of these, I had to go back and forth with my number 8 um, brown brush, and I had to like kind of work it down there. If I was working with these two paints, I'd be adding a ton of water to them. Okay, so that also takes up time when you're trying to think fast or be creative, that if you have to like make something more liquidy. Okay, on to here. Acrylic. This stuff is awesome because it actually does a pretty good job, and I think on their website, if you buy 12 at this size of any color combination, you get 10 or 20% off. It's something pretty significant, so that if you go there, if you're going to buy this, buy 12 of them. That's the deal, and it'll last forever. And this stuff is way more liquidy than tube. Tube, I have to add a bunch of water to make it liquidy. This is still more liquidy, but it's pretty transparent. So I'd have to do a ton of layers. Next is, we're moving on to my favorites, Nova Color. If you watched it in the video, I did these with just one swoosh right out of the jars. The stuff is just the best. These are the two colors. Hansa yellow, cadmium yellow, medium. Anyways, I just came out, did one swoosh. I didn't have to add water. I didn't have to fight it back and forth. I just swooshed it. Now, it might look a little weird there, but still, these are my favorite paints. Okay, my friend owns this store called Lola and Jack in Grass Valley, and she sells Annie Sloan chalk paint there, and I happen to have the English yellow with me, so I wanted to add it to it. This is chalk paint, not acrylic paint. It is kind of hard to deal with if you're used to acrylic paint. It's pretty cool how opaque it is, if you wanted to start messing around with it. It's really thick. If you're painting outside, let's just say you're live painting or whatever, these wouldn't work for live painting. If the sun was hitting the palette, these would be like just hard instantly. I actually, when I'm live painting, right, so I take my Nova Color paint in like a little tub like this, and when I'm live painting, I add water to this tub. I swoosh it around in the corner. I have a nice little wet corner, and I'm whoosh, 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 and I can do nice long swooshes, even like 100-degree weather. I am like a spokesperson for Nova Color, but they don't pay me yet. Hi, Nova. I'm here if you need me. Anyways, so I didn't have any golden in the house, but I did have my two favorite golden colors. So I just added them to this since there was room on the canvas. This is transparent yellow oxide. I like this color because of how transparent it is. It's really shows up like a lot on white, but once you get it over black, it's really hard to see. So you could layer really well on a dark painting with that. And then my favorite gold paint of all time, I think, is this iridescent bright gold by Golden. And it might be because I've just had this giant jar of it, bottle of it forever. But anyway, look how opaque it is. It's so cool. It went on with one swoosh, which is what we want. For me, when I'm painting quickly, I want it to go on in swooshes. I don't want it to be like get chunky like this. I kind of wish I had done better swooshes of the Nova Color, but you're gonna have to trust me that these are the brightest. You can tell these are the brightest. They're the brightest on here. So you have to kind of tone them back, or you can just let them fly like I do, and they're just bold and beautiful. All right, so that's my review of these yellow colors. I just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about paint and why I like Nova Color paint, and I can just reiterate that I can paint with these outside in 100-degree weather by simply adding water to them. I never have to use mediums or anything like that, although I heard they are super badass in mediums. Anyways, these are my favorite. I like paint to go swoosh. I don't want to have to go heck of times. Maybe if I was like doing texture, I would want more of like a tube paint vibe. Anyway, I hope I helped someone or just gave you some information about either yellow paint or how badass these Wonder White brushes are um, from Blick. These are so good. These Wonder White rounds, they come in packages of like 0 to 8. Anyway, I beat these things up and they take a beating. So I recommend these brushes. Thank you so much for coming to my show, and hopefully you learned something. Bye.